Hi, I'm Heather. And I don't know about you, but I've certainly been having quite the fascinating conversation with my life recently. It has been a paradigm, foundation, and belief-shifting experience on every level. And for most people, I bet it's been pretty scary. But let me tell you, I have restarted my life from scratch over and over and over again in this wild life of mine, and rebuilding is the most familiar part of it. I'm a friggin' expert at shifting paradigms, foundations, and beliefs, and then building a new life from the ashes of what came before. I'm going to briefly share some aspects of my history that'll give you a sense of why I know what I know and share the kind of stuff that I do. I have struggled with physical and mental health issues since I was a teenager. So obviously there's a whole lot more to this story than I'm going to share in this less than 5-minute video. So for the purposes of this one, I'm going to start in about 2010 because that's when I got health insurance again after quite some time and started to really lean into figuring out why I was so fucking miserable. My body was in constant pain, I suffered with extreme anxiety, and I was suicidal again. At that time, I also was fully bought into the theory that because I had a chemical imbalance in my brain chemistry, that I was going to need regular talk therapy and a wide variety of antidepressants and anti-anxiety medications for the rest of my life. That's just the way it was. Between 2010 and 2013, I considered checking myself into a psychiatric hospital multiple times, and took a 6-week emergency medical leave when the suicidal thoughts came back yet again. I started seeing a naturopath who suggested that there were maybe other ways to approach all the issues I was having, and he even went so far as to tell me that I actually could get off antidepressant and anxiety cocktail I was on. I was skeptical, but I was willing to consider that it was possible. Then, between 2014 and 2017, my husband of 15 years left me, we divorced, and he remarried in less than a year. I lived in a mouse and flea infested apartment. I moved 4 times, one of them due to a fire in the building I lived in. I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, PTSD, adrenal burnout, hypothyroidism, a handful of other co-infections, a bunch of stuff I'm probably forgetting. And at first, I believed all those doctors and experts when they said that I'd be sick, overweight, and on a whole shit ton of pharmaceuticals for the rest of my life. Also during that time, I got the job of my dreams. I became a full-time single mother. I entered into and left an abusive 3-year relationship. I went on part-time medical leave, and eventually it became full-time, leading to losing my job, filing bankruptcy, and my dad died. And towards the end of all that, November 1st, 2017, my daughter sustained a serious head injury that led to her own radical shifts in every aspect of her life and planned future. So yeah, it was a lot. You know what else I did during all that? I healed myself to the point that I was able to support my daughter and I while creating the ultimate and flexible working arrangements with multiple income streams. In January 2018, I went all in on understanding and taking responsibility for what my role had been in all of that chaos and devastation. I started working with 2 coaches, one to help me build my physiological foundation from a place of sustainable health, and one to help me rebuild my mental and emotional foundation, as well as to learn how to set healthy boundaries and improve my communication skills. I practiced and practiced and practiced all that I was learning in every interaction with myself and other humans. I also attended a wide variety of healing retreats and workshops every month. I listened to books, podcasts, online summits, and videos by neuroscientists, doctors, and experts from a wide variety of healing modalities for at least 40 to 50 hours a week. Every time I needed to make a choice, big or small, I asked myself, it's an interesting sound in the background, I asked myself, is this in my or my daughter's highest good and supportive of my health and happiness? If the answer was anything but a hell yes, I chose no. By practicing that, every aspect of my life began to improve pretty quickly, and therefore the options that were presented to me continued to improve until it got to the point where I actually had to shift that and decide, if it's not a fuck yes, it's a no. In 2019, I was dedicated to co-creating, building, and practicing my skills with another coaching company, Radical Pleasurist, and I learned a great deal. I am very proud of how I turned my life around. And along the way, I have learned so much about coming to terms with what is most human in myself. It is the nature of the human condition to encounter uncertainty, stress, pain, loss, grief, and sadness, and also a tremendous potential for joy, connection, love, and affiliation. Our life experiences everything, all aspects of that, both and. We don't get to have the high points without also experiencing the low points. The question is, can we love it? Can we love this human experience? Can we live inside it in ways that actually enliven us and allow us to be fully human? My answer is fuck yes. So what I plan to do here in this business page is share a wide range of what I learned in my own journey. Some of it will resonate with you. Some of it won't. It's all a love offering. Take what you like and leave the rest. And if you would like to know how you might be able to move forward in creating your own fuck yes life, schedule a free 20-minute radical self-care session with me, and we'll identify a couple of simple, easy to implement practices that you already know, trust me, and you can implement immediately. We'll also talk a little bit about a couple of different ways that I could link arms with you and walk alongside your path if you choose. So thank you for being here, and I hope that you will share now and at any point you feel inspired how you are creating your fuck yes life today. See you later.